What is up, you guys? So right here I have a 5.8 quart Cosori air fryer. And in this video, I'm going to give you a detailed description of this air fryer in all its glory and why you should pick one up. Now, I've personally had this air fryer for about 8 months now. I bought this last year for Christmas, like a personal Christmas gift for me. And I have to say, I really enjoy this air fryer. But without further ado, let's just cut straight to the chase. So I'm starting off by showing you around the air fryer. I like how lightweight this air fryer is. It weighs roughly 12.3 pounds. It is made out of mostly plastic, not the most premium feeling air fryer, but it gets the job done. It's totally fine. On the very top, you do get a sticker telling you how to safely use the air fryer so you don't go damaging it. I've kept it on mine since I bought it. You won't have any issues. Looking at the front, it has this very squared off boxy look, which is actually a benefit for this air fryer, which I'll tell you why in a second. But you have a bunch of different presets that you can scroll through. Personally, I never use any of those. I always input my temperature and my time manually. Now you also do get a preheat function on this air fryer, which I find is very cool. I've never seen that on an air fryer before, but it's there. So that's pretty cool. Personally, I never use it because I don't feel it makes much of a difference in the outcome of whatever you're cooking, but it's there for those of you who like to use it. You also have a keep warm function, which obviously, like it says, it keeps the air fryer warm. You also have a shake reminder, which is pretty nice because whatever time you set on the air fryer, at half that time that has passed, it will remind you to shake the basket. So that's pretty cool. So for instance, if you cook something for 20 minutes, at 10 minutes it will remind you to shake the basket. And as you can see, it pops up on the display, flashing, telling you to shake the basket. Now if you ignore that, the air fryer will keep beeping at you for about 2 or 3 times. After that, it won't alert you anymore. Then you also have a toast and a bake function. So really, anything that you would normally put in a convection oven, you can do it here also. Now to set the temperature, you just simply use the minus and plus buttons. In the center, you have a button that will allow you to alter between your temperature and your time readout. Now the maximum output temperature of this air fryer is 400 degrees. It won't go any higher than that. Now that's totally adequate for what I use it for, but for those of you who are looking for air fryers that go up to like 450 degrees, this is not the air fryer for you. You might have to look somewhere else. Now let's take a look at the basket. You can fit a good chunk of stuff in here. Now because this has more of a boxy design, you do get a little bit more space for food. Now this basket does detach into 2 separate parts. So to do that, also make sure you're holding the bottom of the basket before you do this. You just simply press the button located in the center and it will detach. And now you have your base and your basket. And something I'll mention is that you cannot interact with the air fryer when the basket is removed. Here is the plug you get for the air fryer. It's a standard 2-prong. Now if you're going to run 2 air fryers, do not plug them into the same circuit, as that will cause the breaker in your house to trip, as these air fryers use a lot of power, more than your average toaster oven. Now because this is a Wi-Fi model, you do have the ability to control your air fryer using your smartphone over Wi-Fi. But first, before you can do that, you will obviously need to set it up to your Wi-Fi network. So to do that, just download the app from the App Store or the Play Store, which is called VSync. Now you're just going to open the app, and first thing it's going to do is going to ask you to sign in. Obviously, if you don't have an account, create an account, and once you're done with that, you want to go to Home and then click Add Device. And as you can see here, you get a bunch of different options for what type of device you want to connect. So it's going to ask you to enable Bluetooth, so go ahead and do that. Then it's going to ask you to plug in your device. Then hold the power button for about 5 seconds. It should beep. and then you should see a flashing Wi-Fi icon. Now it's automatically going to scan for nearby devices. Once it's done that, put in your Wi-Fi network and password. Now it will attempt to connect to the air fryer, and after that, it will ask you to pick a room for your air fryer. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick kitchen, because that's where I'm at. Next, it's gonna ask you for a name for your air fryer. So I'm just gonna put Marcus's air fryer. After you've done that, you can pick a custom icon for your air fryer. I'm just gonna leave it at the default here. Next, it's going to perform a firmware update on your air fryer to make sure you have the latest firmware. This will take a couple minutes, so be patient and give it some time. After that's done, you are finally ready to go. Now it is Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant compatible, so if you have either one of those, you can connect that. And you can use commands to control your air fryer. I personally don't have either of those, so unfortunately I won't be able to demo that in this review, but I will show you how to get this air fryer up and running by using your phone. So here is your home page. As you can see, I have my air fryer right there. Just click on it. It will bring up a couple prompts. Just skim through it. And here you get access to all your main functions from the air fryer. I'm gonna go ahead and do it manually. Set the temperature to 400 degrees for 15 minutes. You have your shake reminder. You can actually adjust it to when you want it to alert you. Cook now, and boom, there you go. As you can see, the air fryer has gotten the preset information from my phone. Now this is pretty useless unless the control panel on the air fryer goes bad. And if that were to ever happen, you're in luck because this is a smart air fryer that allows you to control it just using your smartphone. And next it's going to tell you to press the start button. Right now the air fryer is set to preheat for 5 minutes. And as you can see, it gives you a plethora of information about the air fryer when it'll be done cooking. And you can stop it at any time, so that's pretty useful. Alright, so as a little bit of a bonus, I'm going to throw some popcorn chicken in here just to show you guys how this air fryer does. I'll just put it in for 12 minutes and then we'll come back when it's time to shake it. Alright, so it's been 6 minutes and let's see how it did. And that looks good. That actually looks already almost done. So I'm just gonna put it back in for 2 more minutes. So this cooked the popcorn chicken faster than I anticipated. Well done. Here's what the box looks like. You get an envelope in the box. Contains a brochure, owner's manual, recipe book, that sort of stuff. Very nice. And there you have it, the Cosori 5.8 qt smart air fryer. So to answer the question of the video, is this thing really worth $125? And I have to say, yes, it is worth $125. While I do believe there are better options on the market, you get a lot of smart features for the dollar. It is a little bit of a step up from the previous model, which had a more rounded shape. And that one didn't even have the toaster bake function. So if you're looking for that usability, I'd say definitely go with this air fryer. If you're comparing this model versus the previous model, I'd say overall get this model. It's bigger, it has more room, more features, overall better bang for the buck, and it doesn't even cost that much more than the previous model. So I'd say definitely go for this one. If you want to save a couple bucks, then you're just missing out on some of that extra usability. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know how I did. If you want more videos like this, let me know in the comments below. If you have any questions about this air fryer, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Feel free to let me know. And with that being said, thanks for watching.